I just want to drift, guys. That's all I want to do. And I wanted to do it on this game. So I was like, you know what? Let's click that little record button and see what happens. See if I can turn this into a bit of a video. Welcome to a new video on the channel, I guess, on some Forza Horizon 4. Something a little different, obviously, as you can see. I just built this thing. I mean, I already had the platform here. I don't know what I ended up building this thing for initially. I think it was probably just for racing. I don't know, or cruising or something. But I had this thing just laying around. This little old, you know, R34 Skyline just chilling in my garage. Basically like this. I haven't done anything to it visually. The only thing I've changed is I've rear-wheel drive swapped it. I ended up changing the tires of it, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, I kind of left it the exact same. Oh yeah, and the drift suspension as well. I put that on. But like I said, I just want to drift. I just want to hop on this game and just slide around for a little bit and see what happens. So, yeah, I'm drifting. I'm here. I'm on Fortune Island on Forza Horizon 4. The blow-off valve on this is nuts. It holds some decent angle too. I think you know why I'm here. Why I am on Fortune Island as well. One of the best mountain pass roads, I think, in Forza history is on this map. And it was the, I guess the birth of one of my most popular videos on the channel. And it was basically getting #1 in the world. Was it? No. It was, that #1 in the world was still on this map, but getting, what was it, like really, really high up on the leaderboards. Like 0.0000 whatever percent on the leaderboards on this map, and it was to do with drifting. So I was like, you know what, let's kind of revisit it and see what happens. But I'm not going to be doing the whole event. I'm just here to drift up on the mountain pass. So we'll get to it in a sec. I see it over there on my mini map. But we'll get to it in a second. But yeah, if you haven't seen like one of my most popular videos, it was an event that started up here. It was the Drift Club 2.0, and you drift around the entire map, and that's the one that I ended up doing, and I got like whatever it was, like 0.0001% in the world. Like I was like very high up in the leaderboards on that event. But there was also another one where I ended up doing one of the I think it was a speed zone that I ended up doing, off-road speed zone on this map, and I straight up just was first in the world. And then for another one as well, on that same in that same video, doing basically the same thing with the same car, the Hoonigan RS at the time, which absolutely was killing it. I was like 3rd in the world, so that was like a super crazy video as well. But it's nice sometimes to just hop back on some of these old games and just kind of reminisce on some of the old content that I used to make on these games. And of course, just play a little bit. That's also very, very fun. But yeah, I wanted to just drift this mountain pass road because it just is such a good road. Not this one that I'm on right now. You'll see when I get to it. If you're new to the channel and you haven't seen, or if you're just new to Forza in general and you haven't seen this road, just keep an eye out, because it's brilliant. Also, this is my first time drifting this thing. It's probably my first time drifting this car in this game altogether, so I was like, you know what, let's try it out. I did slap a little bit of a tune on it. It's nothing crazy or special. It's basically the same way that I really tune my cars in Horizon 5 now, so that's pretty much what we're working with here. The only thing that we don't have is the snow tires to add onto this thing, so I think it's just sitting on some street tires at the moment. I tried rally tires, but they're very grippy. And now that I've tried these street tires, they seem to be working quite nicely. So we'll stay with these for the moment. And I only picked the Skyline because I really like it in Horizon 5. And I was like, you know what? Let's try it on 4 as well. See if it's just... That was the laggiest crash of... Did you see that crash? I crashed into this guy. Well, I didn't even I got kind of close to him. It's like my car was... Like, his car was like a magnet. And it just pulled my car towards it. And super glued me to him. That was so weird. Anyway, let's get started with our run down the mountain on this drift zone. Fiat, I think you're gonna have to kind of move a little bit here. Oh my god, it's been such a long time. These are proper little corners and little turns. There's no like super crazy high speed anything here. Like you have the Kata S drift zone, which is significantly longer than this drift zone, but the corners are so much tighter here, and you have to be so much more precise with the way you drive your car. It's so nice. I think this is like basically the only long corner here. Oh my god, I remember I used to struggle so much to try and make it all the way down. I didn't used to struggle, it's just I feel like it was just so much more difficult than how it made it out to be right now. What's really mad as well is like over the years how much you improve. Like if I go and I try to do some of the drift zones and stuff like that, well, I've already done it now because I've done videos on it, but if I go back on some of the older games, like a bit of Horizon 3 or Horizon 2, I'll be able to beat like my old PBs on some of the drift zones and stuff like that just because I'm a better driver now. I can just enjoy the cars a little bit easier now. It's just quite a lot more fun. Again, I don't really care for points here because if you really want to go for points, you have to go all-wheel drive. But what I wanted to do is just kind of build the car, just try to go downhill with it, and just kind of reminisce and enjoy this little mountain road. And that's exactly what I'm doing. It is just a nice feeling to be back on this. Wasn't there like a specific amount of points that you always just aim for? Was it 400,000 points on this drift zone? What was it before? I don't even know. But I think the record, yeah, I was about to say the record if I was gonna go full on sweaty mode. Shelby Monaco King Cobra, that is the car that was here. You see some of the old dudes here in this. Benjamin Song is still there. Yeah, some of the older people that I used to obviously see all the time in the leaderboards. Obviously these ones at the bottom I don't really remember, but the ones at the top I do, because like I said, they always used to be kind of closest to the top of the leaderboards. Freed, I remember. This dude I remember. I remember this guy as well. He's a fucking idiot. This dude I remember. He actually had a few tunes as well. This Abe dude I remember. I don't remember how I know this guy. I think, well, he's on my friends list, but I don't remember like who he is exactly. Obviously him. And then there's Travis as well. He actually plays a lot in this game now, or in Horizon 5, and he's obviously sent a lot of tunes over as well. Yeah, that's cool. That is very cool. And like I said, I really miss this this mountain pass. And what I really want to try out is try to see if I can grab myself one of the cars that I own, but like one of the like drift cars that I've made. Surely there's something in this game. Surely there's a drift car or whatever that I've created in this game that I remember of. And I want to try and take it down the hill. I want to see what my tune was like back then. Check out what I found. This thing is sick. This thing is so sick. It's got the whole like GT3 body kit. Is it even? It's not even the GT3 car. It's just the GT3 body kit on it. On the hood as well. Oh my god. Oh, this is nice. I think my wheels are clipping like crazy off the arches, but this is nice. I had one quick little look at the tune before this, and it looks pretty good. I think I might have hopped on this game though and changed the tune on this, because it looks very similar to what my Horizon 5 tunes are like. So surely at some point, I think maybe when I made like a previous video on this game, I must have hopped on with this car. and I decided to like update it because I think some of my old tunes are not going to be as good as this. I think they're just not as good. I don't think I just wasn't a good tuner at all. That day. Like obviously for the time I felt like I was alright, but the more you play the games, the more you improve, and the better you become as like a tuner and driver and everything. So I think now, even especially if I decide to go back and try to beat some of my old scores, I probably will be able to with some of the leaderboards. I think this is probably going to be the car as well that I'm going to squeeze 400,000 points out with, because isn't this what I was talking about just earlier when I did the roll with the Skyline? That I think the score to beat on this mountain pass was like 400,000 points, and that's what I deemed like a good tune, wasn't it? Did people send me tunes back then? I think they did, right? I think it was just different. I think it was just in the comments, because I don't think I had my Discord server like running properly at the time when I was doing this. And there you go. There's 432. What a car! It looks unreal. It sounds crazy as well. Jesus. Alright, well, like I said, all I wanted to do was drift in this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys the next time. Goodbye.